Hello friends, so today we're going to continue practicing subtracting and separating, okay? And we're going to go over vocabulary really quick. So we have separate, and that means to take apart. And if you notice, the butterfly, there were 3 butterflies first, and then one of the butterflies were taken apart. And then we have subtract or subtraction. And that means to take away, okay? If you notice, there were 4 lollipops. Okay? 1 lollipop was taken away, so that means that it has been subtracted. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here so we can look at it later. And last but not least, we have minus sign. Okay? And the minus sign is a symbol that means subtract. Okay? And remember, subtract means to take away. And I'm going to leave this here so we can look at it later. Now, remember when we practiced decomposing and we were taking numbers apart? That's kind of similar to what subtracting means, okay? And when you subtract, something that you should always remember is that you take a big number and you make it smaller, okay? You take a big number and you make it smaller. So, let's practice that using counters, okay? So what Ms. Blanks is going to do is, I'm going to show you how to subtract and separating by using counters, and we're also going to be able to see how to create a number sentence, okay? So first, I'm going to show you by separating, okay? Remember, separate means to take apart, okay? So there were 5 counters on a 10 frame, okay? 5 counters on a 10 frame. And remember, when you subtract, you take a big number and you make it small, okay? So our first number is going to be our big number, okay? And our big number is going to be 5 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters, okay? So I'm going to write the number 5 first, okay? Now, let's say Ms. Blanks wants to separate. And remember, separate means to take apart, okay? So Ms. Blanks wants to separate or take away, let's count how many. 1, 2, okay? So I decided to take away 2 counters, okay? Now remember, subtract means to take away, okay? So just like there's an X, instead of me writing an X, I just took them away or separated them, okay? Now, remember, our big number was 5 because first there were 5 counters on the 10 frame, okay? Minus, okay? Remember, minus means to subtract, and subtract means to take away, okay? So, I know that I can write the number 2 after the minus sign because I know minus means to subtract, and subtract means to take away, okay? So, right now, my number sentence says 5 minus 2, okay? 5 because there were 5 counters first, minus 2 because I took away 2, okay? I subtracted 2. Okay? Now I want to know how many are left, okay? And that's what's going to go in this box. That's what it's going to equal to. So let's count how many counters we have left. 1, 2, 3. So I can write the number 3 here because there were 3 counters left when I took away 2, okay? So our number sentence says 5 minus 2 equals 3, okay? Now, 5 is first because that was our big number because we had 5 counters first, okay? Minus 2 because we took away 2 from the 10 frame equals 3 because there are 1, 2, 3 left, okay? Now, I'm going to count down from 5, and you're going to help me while I clear my counters off and we get ready to do the next activity. Ready? Let's count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.